Spring practice number 11 in the books for Nebraska here on Thursday. Hi, Sean Callahan for HuskerOnline.com. It was a defensive day. We caught up with defensive coordinator Tony White as he talked about just the transition into his system.
You know what, the young men are doing everything that's asked of them. You know, I have to be better, you know, in terms of making sure that this is the stuff that we're going to run. You know, we're messing around, moving guys around, moving things schematically a little bit. So I got to be cleaner and more efficient to make sure that we get a chance to see guys really play. You know, it's hard to get an evaluation when you're changing stuff or adding stuff all the time, and then you throw a guy in a new position. So now he's learned new position, he's learned new defense and all stuff, and then you're going out there and you're seeing him at his worst. You know, so at this point it's a matter of just making sure that they're in the right positions and they know what to do. I scale back so those guys can go play.
When did you start scaling things back?
Oh, we haven't installed anything new in the last couple days, just so that way guys can really go out there and execute. You know, coaches like to think it's them and all the X's and O's and stuff, but if those young men don't line up and they don't play fast, then we don't have a chance. So,
and I think the key with this defense is versatility.
You know, everything is about concepts. You know, the one thing being here is you're always talking about the game of football. You know, football intelligence, situational, things like that. So you're always moving guys around, and the more they understand concepts at different positions, the more when they do go in their position, they understand what guys are doing around them. You know, and it's really cool in terms of the awakening, being around here, being around Coach Rule and those guys to see, like, you know, those guys moving around, they better understand other positions. So that way you say, hey, go play this. And naturally, they may not have taken reps there, but they're executing because they understand concepts.
You know, the defense is versatile in the fact that we could do a lot of different things. So we've been putting people all over the place.
And one of those guys they want to have be versatile is Jamari Butler, who Rob Dvorak said is playing at every position.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job. Like I said, I've asked those guys to learn every position because I think it's important. You know, down the stretch in the season, who knows what's going to happen. So I want these guys to learn all the positions and hold each other accountable within the room to say, hey, man, I got this, you got this. Like, let's roll out there together and be great at our job. But Jamari's done a nice job.
And it's been a blending of ideas. You've got a lot of new coaches working with Tony White, but thus far it's been good.
It's been a lot of fun. We have a bunch of different ideas within the room. We all share the ideas, and we're just trying to do what's best for the team and what's best for the defense. So it's been good for all of us to work together and figure out what's best through the spring.
We caught up with one of the defensive veterans of this group, Stephon Wynn Jr. He'll be in his 6th year at Nebraska. He really has enjoyed working with new defensive line coach Terrence Knighton.
The number one thing is he's been where I'm trying to go. He's played the position I play. He's played at the highest level, did it for a long time at a high level. So that's the main thing, is like I just soak in everything he tells me, and he keeps it real with me, and I really appreciate that from him. And he knows that I have dreams and aspirations of getting to where he's been, and he knows what it takes to get there. So I'm just trying to soak in each and everything I can from him.
Another guy we spoke with here on Thursday, A.J. Rollins. He's made the move from tight end to defensive end, and he feels like it's been a good move thus far.
I'm playing on defense right now, so I've been mainly playing defense. At the beginning of spring, I did play tight end, and I switched off with both. So I was taking reps at defense, and they said they can see me playing that. They can see me playing both ways. But I feel like I was doing better at defense in a way. So I was like, me and Coach White had a conversation. I was like, I'm trying to predominantly play defense this spring. But I can also play tight end if they need me. But right now, I've been focused on defense and holding my skills on the defense side of the ball.
Tell you what, that dude's a baller. You know, he's again doing what's asked. He's been over there for, I don't know, maybe a week now, and all of a sudden, you know, he's making plays. You're seeing him constantly show up around the ball, which is really cool, really fun to watch. And then you see him with a smile on his face. So again, really neat deal, and that's one of those things where guys are moving positions, and now all of a sudden he's making plays for you, and we'll go from there.
And then we heard from Elijah Judy, the Texas A&M transfer to Nebraska, who's trying to find a role here in the defense over the spring.
Really, if you beat it to like position-wise, I'm all over. So there's days where I play end, tackle, nose. So there's really no like specific spot that I'm in.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I like being versatile. It shows that I can do multiple positions instead of just sticking to one.
He's got a lot of talent. You see why, you understand why his recruitment was the way it was and all that stuff. But again, it's about the growth of him, and the expectations on him. We know he's talented, but now can he be talented? Can he be physical? Can he be mentally tough? Can he play hard for his teammates? Can he do that on a consistent basis? Not just pass rush downs, but also run downs. Can he do that? But he's flashed a lot of talent.
And then we did talk with one of the offensive players, offensive lineman Nuri Noueli. It was a long year for the Germany native as he had to sit out the 2022 season due to an NCAA suspension.
The day I found out I wasn't allowed to play this past year was one of the hardest days of my life. And I've not only hurt this team and the fans, hurt my family, and I can assure you I hated myself more than anyone else did. My parents have never been able to watch me play in person, and that broke me. This past year was hard for everyone on this team, for all the coaches that have came and gone, for all the people that have watched us, for everyone. This university has given me the opportunity to play at the highest level, and I messed that up. Now that I'm back, I promise you and everyone out there that I would rather die on the field than have to watch another minute from the sideline. I'm giving everything for the end, and you don't deserve nothing less. I understand that some people will not like me or disappointed for my mistake, but just know that I will never give up, and I will try my absolute best to represent Nebraska Pipeline, and that I owe this university nothing less than everything. With that being said, I would like to end that chapter of my life right there, and I understand that you guys have to do your job, but I would like to get past it. Thank you.
All right. How you guys doing?
And Noueli made it clear he's hungry to be back on the field.
I just want to play with this team. It's my last year, and I want to do the best thing that's possible for the team.
And then finally, the Iowa Western football team, the defending 2022 junior college national champions, were at practice. A large group of them were there, as well as their head coach, Scott Strohmeyer, taking in practice, looking at all of the facilities. As you can see, they even had hard hats on as they got a sneak peek at the new facilities here at Memorial Stadium. With the Huskers in Lincoln, I'm Sean Callahan of HuskerOnline.com.